With that, maraming salamat po. We direct the committee secretary to call the case.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Impeachment complaints against the Vice President Sara Z. Duterte, filed by Reverend Father Joel Saballa et al. And endorsed by Representative Laila M. De Lima, and filed by Attorney Nathaniel G. Cabrera, and endorsed by Representatives Bienvenido M. Abante Jr. and Francisco Paulo P. Ortega V.
Madam Chair, may I be recognized?
The Honorable Percy Zendanya,
Madam Chair, may I make a short manifestation?
can we do this after all the roll calls?
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Comsec? We likewise direct the committee secretary to call the complainants, at least in order to be acknowledged.
The committee would like to acknowledge the presence of the following complainants.
Call the complainant, Comsec.
Yes. For the Saballa et al. Impeachment complaint, Father Joel Tadena Saballa, Father Rogelio del Rosario, MJ, Sister Geraldine Denoga, DC, Miss Pinky Tam, Father Joselito Sarabia, CM, and their counsel, Attorney Amando Virgil Ligutan, and Attorney Stephen Magallo. For the
We acknowledge, we wish to place on record that the private complainants, together with the counsels in the Saballa et al. Impeachment complaint, are present in today's hearing. That is for the record.
For the Cabrera impeachment complaint, the committee would like to acknowledge the presence of the complainant, Attorney Nathaniel G. Cabrera.
We likewise place on record that private complainant, Attorney Nathaniel Cabrera, is likewise present in today's hearing. That is for the record as well. May we direct at this juncture the COMSEC to call the respondent Vice President.
May the committee know if the respondent Vice President Sara Z. Duterte is present in today's hearing. The respondent is not present in today's hearing, Madam Chair.
Let it be placed on record that the committee secretary called the respondent Vice President, but she is not present in today's hearing. The purpose of that call is to extend to her the continuing opportunity to present her evidence, including counter evidence and clarificatory questions through the justice members. That is for the record. Finally, COMSEC, please call the resource persons.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The committee would like to acknowledge the presence of the following resource persons from the National Bureau of Investigation: NBI Director Attorney Melvin A. Matibag, Agent Johnny Mark Kalilong, Supervising Agent Jeremy Lotok, Senior Agent Homer Angluben, Attorney Al Matthew P. Umali, Attorney Yentel Malikad, and Ms. Ria Vanessa Asuncion. That's all, Chair.
Except for Director Melvin Matibag, who has taken his oath already during the prior hearings, we are requesting the rest of the resource persons from the National Bureau of Investigation to rise so that the oath will be administered. COMSEC.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this committee? Thank you, Madam Chair.
We shall now begin our clarificatory hearing proper, as mentioned before I proceed. Let me acknowledge the Honorable Zendanya for his manifestation.
Marami pong salamat, Madam Chair. Nabanggit niyo po kanina si Basha. So naalala ko yung pelikula ni Popoy at ni Basha, yung One More Chance. At ngayon na po, pagpasok natin dito sa hall, nakita ko po yung matatapang nating mga citizens na nag-file ng unang impeachment complaint noong 19th Congress. May I request them to please rise? Sila po yung representation ng one more chance. Kasi po naudlot yung impeachment complaint na yon at ito yung one more chance nila para mapanagot ang Vice Presidente ng abuso sa kapangyarihan at nagnakaw sa kaban ng bayan. Salamat po. Nais ko pong bigyan diin, Madam Chair, yung desperadong attempt ni VP Sara at ng kanyang asawa para intimidate tayo dito sa Committee on Justice at ang mga miyembro nito. Tulad po na nabanggit ninyo nito nakaraang Lunes, nagpunta po sila sa City Prosecutor's Office, ang mga abogado ni Attorney Manasseh Carpio para po ireklamo at magsampa ng kaso sa mga miyembro ng Committee on Justice. Kaya lang po, parang may favoritism si Attorney Manasseh Carpio dahil iilan lang po tayo na mga binanggit niya sa kanyang kaso at hayaan niyo pong bigyan ko ng shout-out ang mga classmate ko sa kasong ito. COJ Chairperson, Representative Jervil Luistro, Representative Leila de Lima, at Representative Chel Jokno. Ang masasabi lang po natin dyan, manalimin po sila para makita nila kung sino talaga ang totoong nagkasala sa batas, lumabag sa batas, at nagkasala sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Hindi porket nadiskubre ng komite ang 630 covered transactions na nagkakahalaga ng 6.77 billion in total, ay nilibag agad ang kanilang karapatan. Hindi rin dahil may 33 suspicious transactions sila na posibleng kaugnay na unlawful activities gaya ng money laundering at droga, ay dapat bigyan sila agad ng proteksyon ng korte. At lalong hindi dahil humigit kumulang 2.87 billion ang maaring sila po ay tumanggap na ayon sa ating pong Bank Secrecy Law ay maaari pa rin nariyaan dahil nga po ang nakita lamang natin ay yung inflow at outflow at yung ating pong sinubtract 2.87 billion ang natira. Hindi po ibig sabihin dahil nalaman natin ito at kung binasa nila na buo ang Bank Secrecy Law ay nag-violate na tayo ng batas. Linawin po natin, hindi si VP Sara Duterte at ang kanyang husband of the year, Mans Carpio, ang biktima dito. For the reference of everyone, napakalaking halaga po ng 2.87 billion pesos. Aabutin po ng ang isang minimum wage earner sa Metro Manila ng 11,300 years para kitain ang 2.87 billion pesos. 11,000 years pong pagtatrabahuhan ng isang manggagawang Pilipino. Ang bilyong-bilyong pisong labas-masok sa mga accounts nila. At ilan po dito ay tumutugma pa sa mga deposito ng kanilang family friend na si Sammy Uy. Kung sino pa talaga ang may bilyones, sila pa talaga ang pumunta sa piskal para magsabing sila ay victim. On a related note, same day last week, lumabas ang ICC decision tukol sa jurisdiction sa kaso ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. Kasabay ito ng pagputok ng sworn testimony ni former Senator Trillanes at ng reports ng AMLC. Nagkumpirma pa sa mga questionabling bank transactions ng mag-amang Duterte. Kung sino pa talaga ang pasimuno ng drug war, sila pa talaga ang may bilyong-bilyong drug money. It was no coincidence that these developments fell on the same day. It signaled that accountability is catching up. Simula na ito ng paniningil sa mga Duterte at hindi ang complaint ni Atty. Mans Carpio at kahit ano pang legal harassment ang makakapigil sa pagtiyak natin sa pananagutan. The committee will never bow down to millionaires, drug syndicates, or thieves. Our allegiance only lies with the Constitution and the Filipino people. Again, we will not bow down to billionaires, drug syndicates, or thieves. Gagawin natin ang ating trabaho at pananagutin ang nang abuso sa kapangyarihan at nagnakaw sa kaban ng bayan. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair.
All the manifestations of the Honorable Sendanya is noted by this committee.